There has been a frightening security scare at Buckingham Palace. An armed man has been arrested at the gate after threatening to murder King Charles ahead of Saturday's coronation. And in a world exclusive, the entire incident was captured by 7 News cameraman Henry Lynch.
Handcuffed and pinned to the palace gates. Just moments earlier, this man had thrown shotgun cartridges into the grounds, reportedly heard yelling, "I'm going to kill the king." It set off a security chain reaction that was fast and faultless.
This, of course, is what they train for, and they have years of experiences.
In the blink of an eye, the palace was in lockdown and anyone nearby evacuated from the area. As police emptied the man's pockets, they found a knife. The bag he was carrying, considered too dangerous to even open. Instead, it was blown up in a controlled explosion. That moment captured on live television as the presenters were being ordered out for their own safety.
I don't see why we could possibly have to move.
So I'm very sorry to say that it is good evening for me for the time being, as I think that was probably a controlled explosion in the background.
The King and Queen Consort weren't in residence, only the royal household was given a scare. If nothing else, it's put security forces here in London on an even heightened state of alert. Already, they've been vetting so-called royal obsessives, an official list of around 200 fanatics fixated on the family who may pose a risk. Security alone is reported to be costing around $300 million. On Saturday, there will be snipers on rooftops, undercover officers roaming through the crowds, and police from right across the UK lining the entire procession route from the palace here to Westminster Abbey.
They're not just protecting members of the royal family. We have dignitaries and heads of state coming from all over the world.
Along with all those spectators anxious to be part of history without another scare like this. In London, Sarah Greenhalgh, 7 News.
Well, more on our breaking news now. Security has been beefed up at Buckingham Palace after a major scare forced an evacuation just days out from the King's coronation. Koshi is right there at Buckingham Palace. Koshi, a man's now been arrested in a day of high drama.
Yeah, Nat, it certainly did put everyone on edge here this evening. The bloke was walking in front of Buckingham Palace gates just behind me and threw some shotgun casings over into the courtyard, and then had a backpack, suspicious-looking backpack, which the police took off him and actually exploded. So all of this area where we were for the funeral, you remember, just 6 months ago, all of this area was evacuated. Police stormed in. There's still quite a police presence here. There would normally be one 24/7 here in the lead up to the coronation, but yeah, there are a lot more on the ground here. So certainly security authorities put on high alert. The backpack, they actually exploded, as I said, so they're not taking any chances. And you know, you're hearing some of the bands rehearsing in the background as well. So there's a lot happening, even though it's late at night and still a couple of days out.
Yeah, you're right. And where we were for the funeral, right where you are, that is a massive area to be evacuated. So that's big news from Buckingham Palace this morning. Yep. Talk to you soon.